Can you find every hidden letter in the first 15 minutes of this episode of Survivor Durant? If you do, and you unscramble all the letters, you're gonna win $50. Just be the first person to comment the correct answer in the comment section below. Do you see those dollar signs and quotations? That's the episode's title. You are trying to solve what the episode's title is. And all those dollar signs represent the amount of letters you are looking for in this particular episode.
Congratulations, you found a community idol. Oh my god, I just got an advantage and a hidden immunity idol in the same round.
Like this.
All right. This is in fact a hidden immunity idol. However, it is cursed. The player with immunity is Kirk. All votes cast for Kirk will not count. And Peyton,
Oh my god!
In addition, Peyton, because you are cursed, all votes cast for Kirk will become votes for Peyton. The player receiving the disadvantage in the upcoming immunity challenge is Mason.
I'm not surprised. I'm just trying to understand it though, because like, if I go to the jury, I need to understand why you did that. Like, because that makes no sense to get rid of your like most loyal person.
That was a pretty crazy tribal. Gabe told me what his cursed idol did right before tribal. I do think Peyton was going home either way. I'm pretty sure we had secured like a 6-3 vote on that. But the way I see it is that Gabe showed that he trusted me more than Peyton.
Dude, that's a crazy power.
That is a crazy power.
What would the power was the idol?
Yes. And
I'm still confused.
Gabe got to put a
It was
name
like a
inside
cursed
it.
idol.
So essentially, you give it to someone to play, it's locked so they can't open it. They think they're just playing a normal idol. And then all of a sudden, whatever name is in there, all their votes just... Wow. That is like... Wow.
So was that unanimous?
It will never know.
Yeah, it would have been now.
I mean, it would have been probably.
No, there was two for. There was
No,
two.
I'm saying like...
It couldn't have been
But
cursed
like
because it
the
came
whole-
back.
But that vote would have been a unanimous vote to get Peyton out. And Gabe got rid of something that made him a huge target and something that I didn't want used on me. So I'm pretty ecstatic right now. I gained Kirk's trust through that move as well. And so I'm really looking forward to see where this could go from here.
I just didn't want to like have that on me at any time.
Oh no, I get you wanting to get rid of it. I just didn't understand why Peyton, because it just seems like you had his loyalty more than what anybody else here had Peyton's loyalty.
Peyton is somebody that I was trying to target at final 11. So I didn't want him gone at final 11, but I wanted him gone at final 10. And then with that twist of having to vote for final 10 immediately, I had already spoken with two people, Ryan and Dylan, who are two of my closest allies, that I wanted to go for Peyton next round. And so that's why you saw those 3 Peyton votes, and myself, Dylan, and Ryan, is because we were already on the same page. I had talked to the both of them separately about wanting to do this, and had Peyton not have had immunity, he would have went home. So with Peyton going the round after, it was just cleaning up what I had already started and putting that nail in the coffin. There was no specific reason of why I wanted Peyton out, except for the fact really that the rest of the winners I just didn't have as big of a game relationship with. And when everyone's mindset is to have the winners go back to back to back, of course I want the winners that I feel closest to still be in here. And the 2 that I feel closest to are Nate, and people are counting Kirk as the winner because he's won 2 games already. So
Everyone find an envelope. Go ahead and open it. This is your gift for making it halfway. 75 real American dollars.
Oh my gosh.
Because we were having the first ever Survivor Durant auction.
Oh my gosh! Yay! I'm so excited right now.
You can keep that $75 if you want for making it this far, or you can utilize it to buy things to get the push you need to end the game strong. Call it an investment, trading $75 for $2,500. Makes sense? We're gonna be bidding in $5 increments. So $5, $15, $10, etc. The auction will end without notice. You cannot share money, you can't pull money, you cannot share things that you buy. Let's let the auction begin. I'll get the first item for bid. Typically in Survivor, they always have some sort of advantage, and players save their money to the very end. And that's probably why they don't do it any longer in the TV show. So let's just get it over with right now. An advantage in the game. Unique. Never been seen or done before. Who's got $5?
$5.
5 to Kirk. 10 to Gabe. 15 to Ronnie. $15. 20 to TSL. $20 to TSL. Do I have 25? 25 to Ronnie. Do I have 30? 30 to TSL. 35 to Ronnie. 40 to TSL. $40 going once. $40 going twice. So TSL, $40.
I haven't gotten anything, so let's go.
Thank you, my friend. That is for you. Next item for bid. This item is an advantage in the next immunity challenge. Do I have $5?
Offset my disadvantage.
Yes. Do I have $10? $10 to Mason, 15 to Ronnie. Do I have 20? 20 to Dylan. 25 to Ronnie. 20, 30, 40, 35 to Ronnie. 35 to Ronnie going once. 40 to Dylan. 45 to Ronnie. 45 to Ronnie. Do I have 50? 45 going once. 45 going twice. Sold to Ronnie, $45. Appreciate you, Ronnie. I will tell you what your advantage is when we get there. Next item for bid.
Chicken Express!
$60.
60 to Gabe.
What is it?
It is it's an entire snack pack meal, chicken strips, gravy, a roll, some okra. 60 to Gabe. Do I have 65? Going once, twice, sold. Gabe, come get your food.
$60. I don't care.
This next item will remain covered. Do I have $5? 5 to Ronnie. Do I have 10? 10 to Gabe. 15 to Ronnie. 20 to Ryan. Do I have 25? 20 to Ryan going once. 20 to Ryan going twice. Sold to Ryan, $20. You want a tea? This is what you got.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want that?
Next item for bid. Hamburger, fries,
75.
75 to Kirk, sold.
Yay!
You wanted it, you got it.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, just wait. Oh my God! Yeah!
Next item will remain covered. $5 to Ronnie. 10 to 15 to Gabe. Do I have 20? 20 to Nate. He's getting in on the action. Do I have 25? $20 going once.
I'll do 25, but I'm not going higher, so if anybody wants it.
All right. 25 on Mason. 30 on Nate.
No, I really meant it. I just
$30 going once. $30 going twice. Sold to Nate, $30. Nate, this is what you bought.
Sweet.
You bought a disadvantage in the upcoming immunity challenge.
Yay, join me.
Congratulations. You can't have chicken express without a big old glass of tea. $5. 15, 20. 20 to Ronnie. 20 to Ronnie going once. 20 to Ronnie going twice. Sold to Ronnie, $20. Whoa, who said it was sweet tea?
No. Oh, I've been duped.
Thank you, sir. Next item will remain covered. $5 to TSL. 20 to Nate. Do I have 25? 20 to Nate going once. 20 to Nate going twice. Sold to Nate for $20. Thank you, sir. Let's see what you bought.
Thank God.
Yay, he's happy.
Yeah, just take the ball up.
Hot day. 15. It's a hot day.
20.
20. 25. 30.
35.
30.
I'm outbidding myself.
You're 30. T-Cell's at 30. For this item I've still yet to say. It is a hot day, so here's a vanilla shake to cool you down. $30 to TSL going once. $30 to TSL going twice. So, $30, vanilla milkshake.
They said it was lemonade over there, but whatever, I'll take it.
I didn't get it out. Whoever
I
said
know.
lemonade, they
I know.
don't know. Perfect.
Yeah, sorry.
Cool. How about a Dr. Pepper? 15 to Gabe. 20 to Nate. $20 to Nate going once. $20 to Nate going twice. Sold. $20 to Nate.
Regular Dr. Pepper?
It is a regular Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I probably need the sugar anyway.
If you need something, let us know, okay? Next item up for bid, an idle clue. Do I have $5 to it? A lot of people, $5. 15 to Gabe. 15 to Gabe going once. 20 to Dylan. 20 to Dylan going once. 20 to Dylan going twice. Sold to Dylan, $20.
There's at least one idol still to be found in the game. The clue that I'm going to give you to is found at the losing camp. It's going to be within eyeshot of the water well of the losing camp. When you are facing the road at the losing camp, with the camp to your back and the water well to your right, the idol is up to your left, underneath a stump in a ditch. It's going to be up under the root of it.
And with that, Survivor Durant's auction is over.
Thank you, Whataburger.
Whataburger is the best reward ever. I spent $75 for a hamburger and a Dr. Pepper. Best $75 spent in my life. I was so thrilled with the Survivor auction. It was amazing.
I feel sluggish
Put us
now.
disadvantaged boys where we need to be.
My belly. Oh.
Double cheeseburger a lot more than you think it is.
There wasn't even cheese. I'm kind of woozy from it.
Please don't put me next to Gabe.
My blood sugar's gonna be spiked.
All right. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. In today's immunity challenge, you're going to be starting at the front of your board, and you're going to have a ping pong ball on a spoon. And you're going to simply just go grab a bag of dominoes, bring it to the start, and go out again, again, and again. Once you have all 4 bags of dominoes, you need to stack them, line them all up so that when you knock them off, one will fall off of the board. If your ball falls off your spoon, you gotta put the bag down and go back to the start. The first one to knock domino off the board will get immunity. All right, let's get to advantages and disadvantages. Ronnie, you bought an advantage in this challenge. You will not need a spoon or a ping pong ball.
Whoa,
That's a game changer.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Nate and Mason, you guys have a disadvantage in this challenge. You guys must start by having the ball in your spoon, going and touching your furthest back cone, coming back, and then you can start grabbing your bags.
That's really not too bad.
It's not atrocious. It's like 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
This is what we'll be playing for. From now on, you will not be playing for an individual immunity idol, but individual immunity is what you see.
Let's see it.
This is what you covet in the game. This will get you a guaranteed spot in the final 7.
Let's go.
That's so
It is big.
In addition, winner will receive a fire token.
Hey. Oh, nice.
For a guaranteed spot in the final 7. Survivors ready. Go! Game drops, has to drop his bag. Go again. I'm going one bag. Yep. Ronnie spent $45 on an advantage. Boy, is it paying off.
Do I throw it back?
Yes. Kurt, has to bring his bag again. Ryan, working on her dominoes. TSL working on her dominoes. It is a tight race between TSL and Ronnie. Each player will have around 36 dominoes. Whenever you are ready to test it, you need to tell me and shout for me. Everyone working on it. Ronnie's stack falls. There goes the lead. Anyone's game. TSL has a lead. Followed behind her is Ryan. Everyone working on it. Stack falls. Ronnie's stack drops again. It is a tight race between TSL and Ryan.
Wait, it just has to be. I thought it was the length of the spoon.
No, just has to fit. The end piece has to fall off. Doesn't have to be the whole length. Gonna need one line, Dylan. I should have. We got a race between Ryan and Ronnie. Ryan is going for it. Ryan wins individual immunity.
Good job, Ryan. So demoralized in the moment.
All right, Ryan, come on over.
Good job, Ryan.
Ryan, guaranteed spot in the final 7. Don't know who's going home, but it will not be you. Well, it matches your eyes. In addition, a fire token for you. Congratulations.
I think it matches you.
You'll have roughly 45 minutes to get your plan together, and then the next tribal council will begin. Good luck.
So when at camp, if you stand with your back to the camp,
I stuck my hand down there and dug around the wall.
Like we could be on the volleyball court for all we know.
Yeah. Well, Dylan came here, and I'm assuming he got a very specific clue.
He came here right away.
Yeah, and that's why we're kind of looking at this hill, because
maybe he snatched it already and he was.
I mean, it's in eye of the water hole, so it would make sense. I'm not going in there. Too many ticks, too many bugs, too many thorns.
It's always a question of where would they put it too, you know?
Right now, everyone's just looking for this stupid idol. Nobody can find it. I don't know how we could get any more specific with the clues that we've been given, but hopefully the wrong person doesn't find it. So,
What's the wrong person?
the wrong person at this point would definitely be Kirk.
They said under a stump, didn't they?
Yeah.
I wonder why everyone's convinced it's right there.
I don't know.
Somebody must have shared some information that I'm not aware of.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I guess I'll find that stuff too. Maybe somebody did.
Yeah. Oh, so.
It had to.
Ronnie's really looking for that other idol, so I think I need to go look for the other one as well. Sound good? Peace out, folks. I hope I survive.
Yeah. I think it was in here.
I looked in it and there wasn't anything.
There'll be something else up in there too, though.
Oh yeah, and that's its exit right there.
Stick your hand up in there.
Nah, it's wet. Nah. Something be living up in there. Get up in there.
It's always a question of where would they put it too, you know?
Just now, I was digging in a ditch where everyone was digging. And I looked under a stump and I found the immunity idol. But let's just hope there's no bewares. I'm shaking so that I can't even get the packaging open. This is my first idol find ever. I've talked someone into giving me one, but now I found my own, so I'm very happy about it. Okay, here we go. Congratulations, you found a hidden immunity idol. And so, I got a really tight alliance going now with Dylan, and we're very close now, so I think I'm in good shape. Even better when you got something, you know, to put around your neck and keep you safe.
So I did get an idol clue. I had only told Taylor, and I'm pretty sure either Ronnie or Kurt had found it. Because it was very specific, very detailed, and they were both already in the exact same spot that I was going. And after they left, kind of searched through, and there was nothing there. So I'm pretty confident one of the two of them has an idol. We found the three of them. 100%.
I think it just makes the most sense, right? Unless you think something makes more sense.
No, I'm totally game for that. I'm totally game for that.
Yeah, and honestly, she said that she's not the greatest speaker, so if you or I were in on her.
Right.
I pulled Ryan and Dylan aside, who are my closest allies as of right now, at least the ones that I think I can beat or I have a better chance at beating. And I said, listen guys, like, I think that the final three needs to be us three, because we can't bring one of the boys that have friends on the jury, and we can't bring one of the winners to the end. And the only three neutral people that are left are me, Ryan, and Dylan. And so we locked in a final three. Whether or not they'll stick to it, I don't know, but that is my ideal final three.
I almost think, though, that before Nate gave my name to go, because that dude just keeps coming up with stuff that's like,
I've been saying,
bro, you can't say that out loud.
I got a really tight alliance going now with Dylan.
I just spoke his best friend out who's been his side by side the whole time. Which he wants to talk to me. He was the one for me. But like, I'm not trying to go that far.
He pitched up on the three with me.
Yeah.
So he's pitching on it.
Yeah, I'm not here.
Has Mason tried to pitch to you?
Oh yeah, he wants final three. Me, him, and Nate.
Just because he's one of the few people that's like keeping my name out of other people's mouths at the moment.
And I'm like,
2 winners and you.
yeah, I'm not doing that.
Oh my god. What a pitch.
I'm kind of torn, because Mason just made a good pitch.
Kirk also just made a great pitch to me.
What'd he say?
He's just, I'm not gonna feel everything that he said. Just out of, trying to keep that on the low. but he just very much made it sound like he can be used next round very well. And so
he invoked Taylor, wasn't he? Did he say he invoked Taylor?
I mean, at this point, he's saying that him and Taylor are playing the same game. So
I want to talk to him.
Take him to the take him on a walk to the other
Guys,
game.
Mason's gonna win more challenges than him, though.
I know he is.
Kirk hasn't won a single challenge.
I know.
It can be you don't compete in the next community challenge, you don't vote at the next challenge or next tribal, things like that. And so basically I'm forcing somebody to vote my way or they have to take penalties. I have this blackmail advantage. What the blackmail advantage does is I essentially have to tell somebody that you have to vote for a specific person at the next tribal council. If they don't vote for the person that I tell them to vote for, they incur penalties. And the penalties are things like they can't compete in the next community challenge or they can't pay for fire tokens anymore, things like that. So it's something that I don't necessarily need to use this round because the votes for Mason are here. But when I do need to use this, if I need to use it, then I can force somebody to vote with me. Gabe told me that his idol thing expired at 6. So it's a final 3. You know how a 5 is 2 and 6 is 3.
6 is 3.
Yeah.
So it is a final 3. I found the idol between the wishbone tree. I looked through it and I could see a black bag in the woods, so I went and grabbed it. Right before that, I unlocked, I think, Pandora's box, and I found an advantage for the final immunity challenge. Both Ryan and Taylor know about that because they were right there. I had to show them. So I'm using that as collateral, but I also might use it as a fake idol for people who don't know about it. It might be tricky, but I have a feeling I could use it that way. I might then just play the real idol this round just to save me, because this round is going to be trickier with numbers, and especially the vote twist, whatever that is. So the next round I could fake out this other idol, and maybe not let them read the back of it, because the back of it clearly says it's not an idol.
I want to hear what you got to say.
I mean, it sounds like it's me and Eric are
Right, so I want to
so,
where you're at. I want to give you a chance to.
I mean, my point is like there are people that are worried about you and Taylor. So, I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to try to make a move on you. Well, obviously they can't make a move on you because you're safe, but I don't think anybody's going to make a move on like you or Taylor for this vote.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's coming y'all's way next vote.
Yeah.
So, like whatever, if I stay, then whatever I can do to like make sure that that doesn't happen, I'll do.
Yeah.
Because I'm not locked in with anybody.
If you're going, I would go Kirk.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what I heard.
And that's what I would assume, just based off the fact of like, if he gets there, he's winning. After all of these tribals that he has survived.
Yeah.
And like, he's one of the best players in the whole country, in the whole continent. So, and I don't mean that as an exaggeration. I mean it literally.
Yeah. It's got to be either Mason, Nate, or Kirk. I mean, personally, I would rather not get out Kirk yet, but I think Ronnie and them are going to be gunning for him, so it feels really good to win immunity because I don't have to stress about anything. So that's really good and nice. I like it a lot.
I know Nate's with us tight, and I know that because of what just happened, Kurt believes we did that on his behalf. So I
Did what?
swayed the.
Oh.
So we have his loyalty.
Yeah,
to a
for sure.
fault
For sure.
Right now.
Right, and we don't have Mason or Nate. So I think we go for one of them.
I think we have Nate.
And I think
don't think we have Mason.
Mason, Nate, I agree. Especially Mason is typically better competitions, so he might win more immunities. I think we're going Mason. I hope that is the plan for tonight's tribal. There's a couple people that want to go Kirk again, but I still don't want to vote him out just yet. So hopefully we can get Mason out, and then maybe Kirk the next time. Maybe we'll go Nate and then Kirk, but we'll see what happens in a couple rounds. So I think that Nate doesn't want to be a part of Mason kind of vibe, and the rest of them are already out. So I think I agree that Nate would be more with us than Mason.
Yeah.
Sometimes going Mason this round.
I'm totally for that.
We'll just have to
Do you
convince
want to have a
Ronnie,
contingency of
who would go next or who would go if Mason has an idol?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Nate's next in line, right? Or Kirk, whichever. I picked Mason, so you can pick whoever's second.
I'd rather compete against Nate than Kirk.
Okay, so Mason and Kirk. Okay.
I definitely think Ryan winning immunity helps me. I'm pretty confident that we're tight, so I hope she has my back. I mean, I have hers. I mean, as far as now, I mean, I would honestly like it. I would like to see it come down with me and her.
That brings us down to 5 with me, Taylor, you, Gabe, and either Dylan or Nate, one of them.
It's just...
Yeah, we would have to get either Dylan or Nate out the next one, right? And then me and you can, one of us surely can win the, if it's a solid 2, one of us can win that.
Ronnie's in the clear from, I mean, everything that I've seen.
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody saying his name at all.
No, I haven't either.
So, in fact, he may be the one person that, like, the whole game I haven't heard his name except, like, the very first round. The first round, that was who Jacobs was wanting to get, and it's like, since then I have not heard his name at all.
Yeah.
So, it seems like he's pretty in the clear with everybody.
Yeah, I can see that. Which kind of is a little dangerous.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I'm not gonna make any accusations, but it's a little something we gotta kind of keep an eye on. I mean, from my understanding, I think Mason's gonna go home. Dude's a heck of a player, but I'm not sure. I mean, after seeing how that last one played out, it was a little crazy. So I don't know. I've heard so many different things from from everyone. It's been really just me shaking my head, trying to figure out, like, what do I do with this information?
So even though I have this disadvantage around my neck, it's not over for me just yet. If I want to, I can be guaranteed a spot in the Final 7. I'd love to use the idol at Final 6 because it's the last time you can use it. But it looks like that's not the game I get to play this season. People are worried about me, but this game is called Outwit, Outplay, Outlast. And just because I'm outlasting does not mean I'm outwitting and outplaying. I have not outplayed anybody in immunity challenges, and outwitting, they're the ones playing in the votes. So if you think I'm the threat, you are not looking at the whole picture. I'm not winning, I'm not scheming and talking. They're the ones doing that. Those are the winners right there. So you might be threatened about me because I'm 6'5". You might be threatened about me because I have a reputation, but you know what? You guys are all building your reputation, and I'm watching it. So I'm not gonna go down without a fight. This is Survivor, and I don't quit. I'm gonna keep pushing until there are too many parchments with my name on it. And the worst placement I've ever gotten in a game, I've played 6 times. The worst placement I ever got was 7th. So I'm guaranteeing to tie that spot. So I'm proud of myself. I can't believe I've done it with so many crazy good players, people that know each other. I'm very proud of it, but right now it's between me and Mason.
I mean, Nate will be fine with him because it's not him.
Yeah.
Taylor will be fine. We have, 8? So we need 5. So we have us 3 and Taylor. And...
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Big Dad?
Don't leave me.
Yeah, that last
They don't
one.
know.
I don't know. I'm like,
Okay.
why don't we just finish what we started? If it makes sense.
That's where we're at.
7 is the most critical vote in this game, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go recon a little bit and do a little more socialization. So this council is not necessarily about this council; it's about next council. And right now, there's a looming threat of non-winners versus winners.
I know it sounds like really handsy of me, but just kind of tell me what tribal I'll do it. Really? So
Okay.
that way I'm not gonna interfere with any brain thoughts. Y'all just tell me. I'll write whatever name.
Just get behind me in line.
Whatever name
if you want.
Whatever name you'll tell me to write down. I'll write it down.
Get in front of him.
Yeah.
That's easier.
Yeah, get from me. I'll lean up and
That way y'all don't have to worry about keeping the brain in the loop. I'm not telling you to go do that. Tell me, hey, this or that. Alright, cool.
Okay.
I'm not gonna push out the way or the stuff. So I'll just have my name out. Okay.
It's not yours, so you're good.
I need Mason still in the game, but that's gonna take a lot of work. So I'm just gonna have to see what I can do to pull. But ultimately, I'm gonna have to save myself at the end of the day. So we're just gonna see what happens.
Well, yeah. I mean, he'll just be on the other side. Like, he's not gonna sway Dylan, and he's not gonna sway us. So
that's nice how
yeah. So I think we got the Mason vote with 5 of us.
A lot of people want to take out Mason right now, but there's other threats looming later in the game. We're trying to think 2 moves ahead. So I'm honestly just that place. As long as it's not me, I'm gonna continue rolling with it.
Nate doing that right there was like kind of behind me.
Interesting, for sure. I mean, obviously he's just trying to save himself.
I think it's been his game this whole time, though, because he knows how big his
He's
target
came
is.
to me every time.
Same, me too. So it's obviously the game
Trying
that he's
to build
playing.
some rapport.
Because he can't go around playing the game he played in season 5.
Right, trying to
Control everything.
So I was contemplating it. I think you're good right now. Ain't nobody gonna be you. I mean, as far as from what my understanding,
It's now totally Nate and Mason.
I think it's Mason.
I don't know if it's totally, but Mason's trying to get the votes on Nate. Because he thinks that he has an easier chance of getting Nate out than he does you.
That's exactly what's happening right now. Mason is scrambling.
Should I?
He came to me and tried to make like a final 3 thing.
Really?
Yeah. And check this, who it was with? It was me, him, and Nate. And I was like, what? That doesn't even make sense.
He'd do something for him, something, and that's why I was trying to save him.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, because Mason offered me something too, and I was like, no,
He didn't offer me shit.
Do you think Mason has multiple final deals?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I definitely
So
think it
interesting. You know, I never play that game.
I don't either.
I don't understand why people
Yeah, I can't
try
lie
to
to
make
people that well.
promises you can't keep.
Yeah.
Because you never can in Survivor.
And the people that do it are the people that, like, promise everyone it. And it's so easily to compare notes and be like, oh, I've talked to you and you wanted final 2 with the same person. Like, it's a lie that you're bound to get caught in.
Yeah, and there very well could be. It's a fluid, ever-changing game. If I go home, I won't be surprised. I'll be slightly sad, but like I said a couple rounds ago, I think after the 11 and 10 vote, once we get to final 9, I was kind of like, okay, if I go, then just like good on whoever got me, you know. But I'm still gonna keep fighting, so, and I want to keep fighting with you.
What is the most significant thing that has happened to you that has shaped you to become the person that you are right now?
I think there's no other answer other than like accepting Christ into my life. Had I not done that, like, there's no telling where my life would be. And that has single-handedly changed my life for the better in every way. I don't think I would have as good of friendships. I wouldn't have as good of a marriage for sure, because we have to keep God in the center of it, because otherwise we get too selfish. We're too imperfect. We can't, like, you know, rely on each other for a perfect love whenever we're imperfect people. So yeah, that one thing has shaped me more than any other.
I think because of how good he is at mental challenge.
It's like making me think, but it just scares me. Take it. I got no.
Here's the other thing. Like, I
He's
have
smart,
not won
and
a
that's what he's gonna do.
like at all. I don't think I'm gonna be a threat in challenges. People are more social. I'm iced out.
This is what Mason does best. So you just have to filter it out.
Yeah, I know.
And he's good at mental challenges, puzzles. We're not going to beat him in anything like that. So.
Well, my other thing is I have this.
Yeah.
So I have an extra vote against me, and everybody's counting that. So this is not an odd or an even number round, actually.
I mean, you're automatically going to get
Only
one
4
round.
people have to decide on me, and I'm out.
Yeah.
So that's very easy. So I just have that consideration to make.
Well, you for sure want to do Mason, right? Makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't
And
want
Nate
to
literally told me who you're voting.
Me?
No, Nate. He's like, tell me who you're voting right before, and I'll go. So
Yeah, I think Nate would do it too.
yeah. So we're gonna go Mason this round. He gave me a pitch that I have never had in my life, like a great one, and so I considered it hard. But in the end, I don't want to make so many people mad at me that I would be the next going home. So I'm just gonna play it safe right now. Take the easy vote. And next round, we're going to just kind of move forward and see what, like I said before, never make a choice before the next vote. So that's what we're going for right now. We did have a contingency plan in case something like this morning happened where there's a second vote right away. And we're going to go Ronnie if that happens. So
Ronnie and Mason seem to want Kirk. I understand why people want Kirk because he's targeted every single round, but there's a reason why he's not going home, and the reason is because I don't want to do it. I don't want Kirk going anywhere right now, and if I want Kirk to go, it has to be my move. I know that it has to be my move. It can't be anyone else's move. And so when Kirk goes, it'll be the round that I want to turn on Kirk. Not the round that Ronnie wants to turn on Kirk or Mason wants to turn on Kirk. The round that I want to turn on Kirk. Because I have to differentiate my game from his.
The two options right now are probably going to be either Kirk or everyone's saying Mason. I don't want to get rid of Mason. He's someone that's 100% only trusting me, and so that's something I want to work to my advantage before he goes home.
I'm a target again. I wanted to work with the winners, but maybe we're going to take out the winners. If I have to play my idol, I will. I might even play it without having to, so I can get rid of it and people don't consider me a threat. I might play it poorly on purpose. Right now, people are worried already about me winning the game because, hello, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know why I have more votes against me than everybody else. Would I vote for that winner? Not necessarily. I really don't know. So, I think a winner is a holistic approach for my vote in Survivor. So, it's tough. This is a tough, and this is like a pivotal moment. I have a vote against me right now. I can move it, but I can only move it once, so it's probably gonna get slapped back on my ass.
Here's the thing, is me and you are good, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're working together.
I just know the calls are hardcore.
I know they are, but here's the thing, they have Kirk, they don't have Mason and Nate. We have Mason and Nate. So if we get Kirk out,
me and Dylan's really close, and Nate's over there. That's
exactly. If we get Kirk out. This upcoming travel is kind of intense right now. I mean, obviously there's two different groups that are in this game. Luckily I've placed myself right between them. Both of them trust me a lot. So this time I think I'm pretty much going to be able to decide who goes home between my vote. And Gabe told me that he has two this tribal. I know that he's going to vote with me.
I'm very at risk this tribal because without a doubt it is going to be me, Nate, or Kirk who goes home on this tribal.
It's gonna be wild. I mean, I hope that it plays out how I believe it's gonna play out, but I mean, time will tell.
I'll now bring in the members of the jury. Congratulations, you made it to the halfway point. Nate, what was the feeling of getting to experience a Survivor auction?
It was a mountain and a valley. Or I should say a valley and a mountain in order. So buying a disadvantage and then getting myself a little water chicken meal was both sad and cool.
Kirk, I feel like you were reunited with a long-lost lover in that auction.
Yes. That's my first Whataburger ever. I've heard so much about it for the last few days. That was the most expensive burger in my life. It was worth every single bite. It was amazing.
Is there anyone here that is feeling fatigued and exhausted? I know not everyone got food.
We feel rejuvenated.
Fair enough. Mason, you didn't get any food in that auction. Plus, there's a lot of uncertainty of how this vote could go. I know that in the shifting vote topic, last tribal council, you received the majority of votes to receive a disadvantage in the immunity challenge. What do you think that could mean for this tribal council?
Well, just going back to probably why it happened, I think I was the safest bet because there was no guarantee that anybody else was going to be at the next challenge except me. So it makes sense. It's just a logical thing to do to put it on me since I was already wearing the necklace and knowing for sure that I would be there. As far as what it means for this, I mean, I think regardless of that, it means that my name is out there and on the block. And I get it. So I think it is what it is. There's not really too much more to say other than, I know it's probably between me, Nate, or Kirk at this tribal. I don't think anybody else's name got brought up in any conversation.
Kirk, you're shaking your head. You agree with that?
That's what I heard too.
Nate, you agree with that?
That's what I heard. And it's like, I don't understand why some people take always the past games and bring them into this game. Because you have to look at each game individually, right? Like if you vote for a winner, are you voting for them because of what they did in season 3 or this season right now, right? So if we look at stuff like that, who's winning challenge? Like the game's called Outwit, Outplay, Outlast. Yes, I've definitely outlasted, barely surviving multiple rounds. Have I outwitted? I haven't had agency in this game to really have any influence on the votes. The votes are protecting me, luckily, and I survived a tie, luckily. And then outplay, what have I won? So when you look at like the holistic approach, that's how I vote for a winner. Maybe other people vote differently, but that's what I look at.
Okay, and so based on that criteria, you believe that it would be reasonable for you to stay?
I think I've maybe have a check in one of those boxes, but I think other people have multiple checks already.
Do you want to name any of those people that you feel have multiple checks?
No.
Do you think Mason or Nate have multiple checks in those boxes of Outwit, Outplay, or Outlast?
I don't know, actually. I think you guys might
I personally think there are people that, while Nate and I might have a check or two, I think there are people that have more checks.
So then why do you think, Nate, that you are the 3 names that are out there tonight?
I think it's because of the cool custom t-shirts we got to start the game, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, if you're the best, you'll find a way to overcome. So I guess we'll see in just a moment. Gabe, you made kind of a flashy move last Tribal Council, giving Peyton a cursed idol. You unlocked it and protected Kirk. Go ahead and walk us through your reasoning for what happened last Tribal Council.
For one, I kind of heard my name was pitched like as soon as I got it, so I seen that, like, okay, that's not good. And then, so he like brought Mason up a lot, and I was kind of scared of a winner's alliance. And I know how dangerous, like, I know we don't talk about past games, but people who can play the game naturally good are still dangerous no matter what game they're playing. And Mason's one of those people that can play the game naturally good. Peyton's pulled some flashy moves. He's played the game naturally good, and if you put them two together, I mean, that's just a reckoning waiting to happen in the game. And they're both very sociable players. And that's just kind of scary to have both of them possibly eventually working together.
Ronnie, would you agree with that? Did you also see Mason and Peyton as this possible duo?
I mean, I think you could look at anybody out here and see them as a possible duo at this point. There's so many lines that have been crossed as far as relationships within the game and tribal relationships that you don't really know where people are falling right now. Yeah, I think they could have been a duo. I think Kirk and Nate could be a duo. I think Dylan and Kirk could be a duo. I think Mason and Gabe could be a duo. Literally any 2 people in this circle could be a duo right now.
Can Ronnie be a duo with anybody?
Ronnie 100% could be a duo with anybody. But I mean, ultimately, like, there's just so many combinations at this point that it's just who are you going to trust the most?
I'd like to say we were a duo, but we were too busy battling each other the whole time we were on the trial.
TSL, would you walk us through the dynamics of what happened after the auction and the immunity challenge was over, and what happened immediately after the challenge when y'all went back to camp?
Yeah, I guess the same thing that always happens. We all walk back to camp together, and then boom, we spread into duos, trios, and chaos begins. Names are thrown out. At this point in the game, like, we're at 8, so we're getting to that point where we need to start thinking about not only who we can beat in immunity challenges, but who we can beat at the end, and also make sure that we're sending them to the jury with a good rapport and not on a bitter note. And so there's all these things factoring into people's brains, and I think that's why everyone's so eager to push a name now, is because they also want that move on their resume. It's time to start pulling out the big guns. We're at Final 8. We only have a few more rounds to go.
Very well said. So let's see who will pull out the big guns.
Cheston, I'm ready to pull out a big gun, actually, right now.
Sure. Yeah, 2 more fire tokens.
Well, it's not time for fire tokens, actually. You know when you guys were babysitting me? You were babysitting me very well. I opened that box. And I have a little fiddlefoot. This is a hidden immunity idol. I am unsure of this round. I am sorry, you two, but I will 100% be playing this to save myself. It might be the worst idol play ever, Cheston. I do not care. I want to go to the final 7.
Don't go home with it in your pocket.
Hell no, and I don't want somebody to loot it off of me either. Hell no, not happening.
With that, again, let's get the voting started. Dylan, you're up.
Too good.
There's one more, isn't there?
Always. Shifting vote topic. Who do you want to give immunity to?
I don't know if you're familiar with the assassin twist from season 6. I'll make it a little tempting for you. If you choose to vote for Mason, the person who you wanted to vote out, I'll give you an advantage in the game. However, if multiple people follow the same temptation, you'll be entered into a drawing for the advantage. You vote to give immunity to the person who you just voted out. I will give you an advantage. If multiple people give into this temptation, you'll instead be entered into a drawing for the advantage.
You're a huge competitor, and it was an honor to play with you in a game that you're familiar with, but it's time to be the best.
Part of the tribe from the Pink Tribe has stayed together the whole time, and we don't want any winners in the finals. And then I've kind of picked building up, me and him are real close, so it's about protecting your own right now, and that's what we want to do.
This goes according to plan. I'm not winning in this round. Like always, it's either you or me. Hopefully it's you. Oh god. I don't know what else to say.
Alright, Kurt.
This is interesting because if I'm gonna play this, only one of them can get immunity, right?
Whoever has the most votes.
Oh, this kind of shakes up my plans, to be honest. Ryan won't. Taylor won't. Gabe won't. Oh man, Gabe's chaotic. He might. Ryan. But then he shifted the vote to my name. He doesn't deserve immunity. You know who does? The person who saved me last round. Well, there's only one answer.
A gamble has to be made one way or the other. Kirk is a great player. I can't think of a single reason why he would reveal that he has the idol before that vote instead of just playing it like normal and surprising people. You can think of a lot of reasons why he would reveal it and it not be real. And if there's one thing that I've learned about Fiddlefoot and anything that looks like a troll, it probably is.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. All right, votes have been tallied. First, if you would like to move the ninja, now is your chance to do it. It's going to be 2 tokens.
I'm about to be fresh out. Here you go.
The ninja can be moved again. Alright, would anyone like to move the ninja?
Who do you want to move it to?
everybody getting in on this.
All pouches are starting to unzip.
Someone's gonna loan me, they get some input.
I'd prefer to just put it back in Mason.
Think so?
Yeah.
Only thing. So anyone who, but since it's between these two, if one of them go, they get to put it on someone when they come back, like when they leave the game.
Yeah, he's gonna. It's your call, honestly. Just
I mean, you're not getting
Possibly.
votes
We'll see if
anyway.
it's a troll. It is a literal troll. Like,
I don't want it on her.
It's a literal,
like it's may not be an idol.
Do you want to see the parchment? I'll prove it right now.
No.
You gotta give it to him anyways.
I know, but I'm just proving. You wanted to say it wasn't real. It's as real.
I
as
said
can
it's possibly not real.
It was real.
They say if you want to give it back to me, use your fire move.
It's just gonna get moved back, isn't it? I mean, I saw 2 people over there unzipping their pouches for you. Is anybody here gonna unzip their pouch for me?
I'm out.
I mean, no, I know.
I'm out too. Why don't you check if you want to know?
Well,
I got you.
All right, Mason, you may move the ninja.
I don't know if I want to get it back. Okay.
Listen.
I
The
gave it
only
to you.
reason I'm saying this is that there needs to be some sort of pressure on this item.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just sit around.
Yeah.
So I would prefer that you move it to him. Just so that there's a pressure.
To use it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, if he just doesn't have the necklace on him, then, I mean, his scare tactics work for all we know. And nobody voted for him.
I mean, I fully believe that it's real.
Well, I know that, but it's just that he's going to play it. And
I'm very much going to the final second. I'm not risking it. I think
no,
some of you flipped your votes.
and I believe you, and I believe you when you say that.
But did
It's
you?
just-
But did you
see,
lie to me earlier then?
100%. But I want there
Then why
to
would
be
you have
some
just given
sort-
him? Wait, you said you were voting him though to me.
Yeah, I understand that.
So you
I
did
am,
lie.
I am telling you right now that I want
Exposed,
pressure.
that's all I gotta say, Ryan.
I want pressure on this item. You can
That's
tell me
your
I
game.
lied all you want. But
Okay.
that is the genuine move here, is to make sure that the idol does not stand.
Okay.
Mason, here's the ninja going on.
Gabe, who would you like to see it go to? I only put it to you the first time because I knew you didn't have the tokens for it. So them pulling tokens out to save you should show everybody like where they lie. I'm not saying put it on them. I want to know, who do you want it to go to?
You only got any input besides me?
I would prefer you didn't put it on me since I gave you one.
I mean, I think we're all just saying that.
Yeah.
I hope get it on.
Kirk, you got a immunity on them, man. For all I know is they flipped the votes to me the next one.
I mean,
on the next vote?
No, this one right here. They
Here's
could
the
have
deal.
flipped to me. They could have flipped
Here's
to
what
him.
I
They
want
could
to tell
flip
you.
her,
Is
him.
that earlier I did not lie to you. If you just let this go on
They ain't
you,
flipping to you with that
then I'll
necklace
pay
on.
for it to get moved off next round. If that's what you want to do.
Why would you pay for it next round?
Because you're
He
not
wants
gonna
you
have
to play the
because if
immunity
he gets
out.
voted out with it,
He
he's
wants to
going to get
flush
to
out
pick
your
who
immunity.
goes.
Oh, you don't think I'm going to play it?
That's what he's saying.
That's what you're saying.
He
That's what
wants
I'm
to
saying.
flush it out. Is all he's doing.
Got it.
I'm at a loss.
You gonna let me choose?
So you'd put it on me even though I won't get any votes.
Yeah, just to flush the idol.
Even though you might get voted out and I'm not the other vote right now.
Not necessarily.
Then who?
That's why I was wanting Gabe to see.
Nate, I'm sorry. I'd put it on Nate if it was me.
You want me to put it on Nate?
If you're making a decision.
Yeah.
It's the right move.
I mean, honestly, I think Nate has no votes.
I think I have 4.
I think he has.
I don't think
votes.
you
I
have.
think I have 4, but I think.
But I also
Nate,
think
I think it's. Listen,
I also
listen,
think
this
due
is-
to the
this is-
second
this
vote
is
that
me.
we could legitimately all be safe.
This is me.
Because
this
of
is me.
the second
Listen,
thing.
this is me
Yeah.
not playing as a survivor player. This is me playing as a friend. The only logical person in the circle for you to give that to is me, unless you're trying to flush his idol. That's the only reason.
He's
you give
playing
him.
his idol.
And if he's playing his idol, well, I guess the only thing is he doesn't have to. If you don't give him that, I guess he doesn't have to either way. But
Yeah.
I'm saying that's the only reason you give it to him. If you're actually trying to save yourself, and he's doing it.
That's probably true.
So, and that's just me as a friend. Obviously as a Survivor player, I'm gonna pitch, throw it anywhere else. But as a friend, I'm telling you,
No, I understand.
I'm just worried that y'all had a contingency against me, like if he plays out or anything.
No, I literally moved it to you because I knew you didn't have the tokens. So that was why.
Get back to me. I'll move it next round.
All right. I don't think there's any votes going your way except for that. That's why I gave it to you.
All right. The ninja can be moved again. Is anyone moving the ninja? Okay, the ninja will stay on game. Now, before we see who will get immunity, we're gonna give people the opportunity to use their things now. So, if you have a hidden immunity idol or an advantage that you would like to play, now would be the time to do so.
I was gonna play this until Ronnie said that, because if you feel like it's so pressure to be flushed, now I don't think I got any votes.
I mean, and that's fine if you want to think that. I'm just coming from where I'm
Right? That would make the most logical sense, so then I shouldn't play the idol.
No one is going to play anything. I will now read the votes to see who will gain immunity at this tribal council. First vote, Mason.
Hopefully this brings you back for immunity.
Kirk. 1 vote Mason, 1 vote Kirk. Ronnie. Mason. 2 votes Mason, 1 vote Ronnie, 1 vote Kirk. Ryan.
What?
Gabe.
I hope to return the favor, my friend. I hope you're my friend.
Nate. 2 votes Mason, 1 vote Kirk, 1 vote Gabe, 1 vote Nate, 1 vote Ronnie. Kirk. We have a tie between Mason and Kirk.
Just said I had to gamble. Let's see what this advantage is.
We will go to rocks. Whoever pulls out the white rock will receive immunity at this tribal council.
Oh my god.
Whatever happens, yeah, for sure.
Again, whoever has the white rock will have immunity. All votes for this person will not count. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Kirk has immunity.
Yes! Hot damn!
There it is.
I just got chills.
I was gonna say, I haven't heard that in a few years.
Oh my god, I just
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Kirk does not count.
Yes!
Mason. Mason. That's 2 votes Mason. Mason. That's 3 votes Mason. Fourth member of the jury is Mason.
You guys truly are the best. Keep it up.
Mason, your journey is at an end. Time for you to go.
Good game, Mason.
Okay, so tell me your thoughts on being eliminated in that crazy tribal.
It was crazy. Going into it, I knew there's a decent chance I'd go. Honestly, I think I was one of the few people that still was thinking, okay, Kirk might have an idol. Everybody was just so convinced that he didn't because they were like, no, we babysat him. And I didn't try to argue with anybody, but I knew in the back of my mind, like, that does not mean anything. Plus, a person or two that babysat him, like, could have very easily been in on that. I guess we'll find out.
Because I think I'm almost close to passing out.
If it was reversed, you'd have been out.
I go home.
Crazy vote. I was nearly immune. I literally had a 50-50 shot at being immune. I do think Kirk pulling out the idol, I knew that people were going, I really do think Kirk would have went home had he not pulled out the idol to show everybody. Him doing that, I realized if it's on me or Nate, it's gonna be me.
As we know, we decided to vote for Mason to give him immunity in the last shifting vote.
At that point, I just knew I had to take a gamble, so I still voted for Kirk in hopes that he either wouldn't play his idol or the idol was fake. When finding out about the advantage thing, I knew my back's against the wall, so I thought, why not give him immunity? And so maybe I can get an advantage if I do survive, because I'm going to need whatever I can.
Because you did that, that puts you in a drawing to get an advantage. Other people did. You had to pull out of a bag. You pulled advantage, so you won the advantage from that. This is your advantage.
I felt like I got to play the longest for sure, and honestly, I felt like this was my best game. In a lot of ways, this felt better than my win, because my win was with 8 people and 4 of them were pretty easy to get rid of at the beginning. So in a lot of ways, I felt like I got to do many things that I'd never done before in this game, and that's good. And I'm ready to be a jury member and ready to really question them on why they should win.
At any one of the next 2 tribal councils, at this one or the final 6 tribal councils, you can choose to completely
trying to make a big claim. I think an idol's gonna be played. I think that idol is gonna be destroyed, and the person who played said idol will be going home.